Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That Macho Man video get me. Where they take all his words out and just have him go. Ooh, yeah. All right, bro. I don't know why I laugh like that, bro. I sound like, when the people spray bottle. Well, this is gonna probably not be that long of a review. WWE Raw on Netflix, live from Anaheim. I believe it's California. California in the city, whatever. So we kick off the show with main event Jey Uso, you know what I'm saying? It's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Oops, no. Just me, Oos. Day one is, light them all up and knock them down like this. Anyway, oh wait. It's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. Man, I wish they would play that in the club. That'd be fire. Anyway, Jey Uso comes out. They did a song for the longest time. And they did the rewind. And they did it one more time, obviously. And Jey was like, welcome to Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? Hyping up Saturday night's main event with the World Heavyweight Championship in the center of the ring on the table. And while Jey's speaking, see, after Jey goes, 4 letters, 1 word. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. And before Punk even talks, he goes, and they played the song. That was pretty funny, though. But it didn't seem like the crowd was getting with it. You know what I'm saying? But imagine if you did that in Chicago. They would have did it word for word, bar for bar. But basically, Punk apologized and say, hey, I'm sorry for stealing your bit, and all this other stuff. He was basically saying he's glad he wasn't talking to Little Roman and all this stuff. And he said he wants to talk to main event Jey Uso. He said Punk was like, I defeated Gunther and I didn't even get a chance to enjoy the title reign. He only held it for 5 minutes. He said, I need this like I need air. I need to win the world title again. And he asked Jey, how far are you willing to go to be world heavyweight champion again? And Jey was like, let's go, Punk. Yee. You trying to turn this around on me by trying to pay me to be the bad guy. Because when Punk said you eliminated your own brother, the fans booed. And Punk was like, that's not a boo. He was his opponent. That's what he was supposed to do. So he was kind of trying to redeem Jey in the fans' eyes. But a lot of fans are still going to see it as a betrayal. But it was every man for himself. So basically, Jey tells him, let's go, Punk, that, he's willing to basically go as far as he needs to win the World Heavyweight Championship again, become 2-time champion. And that's pretty much straightforward. That's pretty much what they did. We go backstage. Dirty Dom, who gets serenaded by the crowd, he asks the Judgment Day, what are we going to do about Penta and Rusev? They have a match, and whoever wins faces me for the title. What are we going to do tonight? And Finn was like, you speak French now, Dom. You know what I mean? Like, we aren't going to do anything. You're on your own, Basically, they said he's on his own, and they're going to try to get a tag team title shot because it was because of Dom that they were put in that situation to begin with. So they leave, and Dom goes on the phone and says, hey, I need help. And I'm like, ooh, who is he calling? Well, we'll find out later. And Perez, Roxanne, was like, I'm going to go talk to him. And Raquel was like, no. Man, such a block, bro. Like, I get irritated with Raquel right now. Dang it. She said you should focus on your match with Nikki Bella tonight. Speaking of matches, the first match of the night, Penta takes on Rusev in a very hard-hitting match. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. It was way better than I anticipated. But unfortunately, it ended in a no contest because the Americanos, El Grande, honestly, I'm tired of this. This needs to stop, bro. It's starting to annoy me. They beat both of them up, basically ruining the match for all of us. And Penta and Rusev were able to fend them off. Then we go backstage to Night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So LA Knight, after Jackie Redmond says you came up short in the Battle Royal, LA Knight said it cut deep. It's hard to continue to push forward sometimes, and I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for us to watch you get pushed to the side all the freaking time. I'll tell you that freaking much. But he said he's never gonna give up and he's never gonna quit because he doesn't know how to quit, and that was inspiring. So. We go to the backstage segment. Braun Breaker's in the back with Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman says there's only one man that is going to be watching the World Heavyweight Championship match just as closely as us. And that's LA Knight. So basically, Heyman secured a match for Braun Breaker against LA Knight later tonight. Then we go backstage to JD and Finn are talking to Adam Pearce to say, hey, we want a shot for our tag team titles. And then Adam Pearce brings up how they unlawfully eliminated Sheamus, and one of them is going to face Sheamus, to which JD said, I'll face Sheamus, no problem. So that match is made later for tonight. Next match. Also, they did a package talking about Asuka's decade of dominance over the WWE. I can't believe it's been 10 years, bro. Dang. So, next match, Nikki Bella, who looks amazing, as usual, takes on Roxanne Perez. Pretty standard matchup. Roxanne Perez was able to secure the win, and Raquel decides to try to jump Nikki Bella, but Stephanie Valkyria shows up and is able to fend them off, which pretty cool, returning the favor for last week. Next, in backstage, Jimmy Uso confronts Jay, and he goes off. He was like, man, you know what I think happened? I think you was afraid. You was afraid, bruh. You know, Jimmy talk, his eyes get wide. I think you was afraid, bruh, of what if it came down to me and you in that battle royal, huh? What do you think was going to happen, O's? What? His eyes get wide when he get hyped, bro. But it was an interesting little moment back there. I'm like, man, are they gonna have a WrestleMania 40 rematch in the future? Oof. I don't know if many people are lining up to see that, but we'll see. Who knows? It might be better this time. Who knows? LA Knight took on Braun Breaker. Pretty great match. Who did LA Knight screw to be treated like this? Oh my God. Braun Breaker beats LA Knight. Oh my gosh, bro. What does he have to do? Change his last name to Fatu or something? What the freak is going on here? Like, I'm getting irritated. LA Knight keeps losing, and props to him for never quitting. I mean, at least he's in the world title picture, I guess, in some way, but that's not enough. Like Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough. We need more. I'm sorry. So Dirty Dom is informed by Adam Pearce due to what happened. Penta and Rusev, since neither of them won the match or lost it, it's going to be a three-way triple threat match, threesome, at Saturday night's main event for the Intercontinental Championship. Much to Dirty Dom's dismay. So Jey Uso catches up with Jimmy Uso backstage, basically makes amends with him, saying, he had so many people, and he doesn't, essentially want any bad blood between the two, but he said, I still love you. That'll never change. So that was a cute moment. They hugged it out, to which the audience applauded. Next, Sheamus took on JD McDonough in a pretty hard-hitting match. But, of course, Judgment Day, they screw poor Sheamus over. So, yeah, that happened. Maxine Dupree is talking to Adam Pearce backstage. And, she says she will face Becky for the title again. But she wants to make sure she's ready. She wants to call up an old friend. Part of me thinks it's probably Natalya, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to see. All right. Charlotte Flair and Alexa have an interview talking about their main event match with defending their women's World Tag Team Championships. They're very excited, but they get interrupted by the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi and Asuka. And Asuka said, we should be having the title match tonight. Not you, or not Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, because you're not ready for Asuka. And they was like, you name time and place type energy. And Kairi does a weird pose when Asuka leaves. Kairi! And, she goes in the back. That's a funny thing. Every time Kairi just stands around, she just yells, Kairi! So we get to the main event for the Women's World Tag Team Championships with what's her name? Is it Alicia Taylor with her Goku hair that she's got going on? Announces him. A pretty great match. Well, I expected nothing less from these four. They put on a clinic. I actually did think for a second Bayley and Lyra was going to low key pull it off, but Charlotte Alexa hit double natural selection for the win. And remember, they're not friends. The Kabuki Warriors come out and attack Charlotte Flair and Alexa from behind, and they look at Bayley and Lyra and they essentially like back off. And that's basically the end of Monday Night Raw, the go-home episode for Saturday night's main event, which I will be watching and doing a review on because I still have Peacock. I don't know if I'll get ESPN ever. Anyways, what did you all think of Monday Night Raw tonight? What was the match of the night? What was the segment of the night? What was your favorite part of the night? And what part made you angry? I would love to know. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time so we can run it back. Yeah, I didn't need to do all that. Can I just end a video regular for once?